The Nigerian Marine Corps bill has faced overwhelming opposition during a public hearing conducted by the House Committee on Navy. Deputy House spokesperson Philip Agbese, representing 66 lawmakers, rejected the bill, citing duplication of functions with existing agencies like the Nigerian Navy and NIMASA.
Mr. Chairman, you will recall that on the floor of the House, when this bill was debated for second reading, there was a heated argument by many of us parliamentarians who were not comfortable with the bill. We didn't want the bill to go through the second reading on the floor of the House, and His Excellency the Right Honourable Speaker mandated those of us who on the floor of the House did not support the bill to make sure that we make our submissions during the public hearing, at least for Nigerians and our constituents to also know. So I will not go into the document which those of us against the bill, about 56 of us, but we have signed and submitted our report as regards to this bill.
The Nigerian Police Force, Nigerian Army, NIMASA, Nigerian Shippers Council, and various civil society organizations also opposed the bill, emphasizing the need to strengthen existing agencies rather than creating new ones.
It is imperative to highlight that similar proposals to establish new maritime agencies have been raised in the past, such as the creation of a Coast Guard by incorporating some members of the Merchant Navy. These initiatives have been rightly due to concerns about duplication, inefficiency, and unnecessary bureaucracy. It has become of a vicious cycle, and if allowed, could be of a superfluous agency. The Nigerian police advise that, peradventure, there are any private entities advocating for the creation of these agencies, they should be encouraged to seek to join and collaborate with the existing maritime forces. Their expertise could be beneficial if integrated into the Nigerian Navy or the Nigerian Police Marine Section or other maritime law enforcement units, thereby promoting efficiency and resource optimization. We conclude that the proposed Nigerian Marine Corps, while well-intentioned, has the potential to create more problems than it solves.
So our positions, after carefully analyzing this bill, we've been able to drive home some of our concerns. And firstly is that there is the question of redundancy and duplication of roles in the bill, which means that the Nigerian Navy is constitutionally mandated to oversee maritime security, encompassing both law enforcement and military duties. And then we feel that establishing a Marine Corps will replicate these functions, creating unnecessary overlaps, and this duplication could lead to inefficiency in resource allocation and also a kind of a rivalry between these two entities and causing confusion.
So the proposed bill, which largely replicates the NIMASA Act, will result in duplication of functions that has been established by others. The position is further buttressed by the content of the Marine Corps Bill, which replicates core provisions of the NIMASA Act. It is worthy of note that the NIMASA Act 2007 is an act of the National Assembly, and no part of it has yet been repealed. It's also pertinent to note the following about the bill: that the NIMASA Act, currently, we have an architecture in place. We have an established relationship with the Navy. The NIMASA even has a Maritime Guard Command situated in the agency's office, and we work very well. There's a security architecture in place called the Deep Blue Project that consists of all the security agencies, and is very, very functional. And I may bold to say that even in the African sub-region, Nigeria can beat its chest on bringing forth such a project. In summary, sir, I want to put some of the observation just to save time. We say the agency is of the opinion that the proposed bill will result to duplication of function.
Mr. Chairman, sir, I just assumed, I think I'm the 9th person to speak here. If 8 people before me have spoken against the bill. Very briefly, we've made our submission. I will not delve into the issues because many of the points we have outlined have clearly been articulated by other speakers. And for us, I will just start by saying this venture, now with due respect, perhaps misadventure, is a recipe for confusion. And the confusion even starts from the bill itself.
Critics argue that the proposed Marine Corps would lead to operational inefficiencies, financial burdens, and jurisdiction conflicts. The House Committee on Navy is assured that due diligence will be exercised in reviewing the bill. Comfort Olayinka, DCTV News.